Redwood Empire is one of my favorite distilleries. I love everything that they're doing, from the way that they make the whiskey, the donations they make to help keep the redwood forest alive, and to the beautiful juice that they put in the bottle. I love everything about them. And today we're going to talk about their single barrel Haystack Needle single barrel rye. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to Brutally Honest Bourbon. Today we're going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite distilleries that I don't talk enough about, and that's Redwood Empire. So for me, it started with a pipe dream. The 90 proof pipe dream. I thought it was fantastic whiskey. Next, I tried the pipe dream 101. Man, a lot better. Really like that. Then I started going into some of their cash strength offerings, the pipe dream, the Lost Monarch. Loving their labels, all the cool little things. You can flip some of their labels upside down and they still kind of speak to you. Like, they have a lot of cool stuff going on with the labels on their bottles, but it's more important that the juice inside the glass is good. So I've had a couple of the Haystack Needles in the past, and for me, they were hit or miss. I had some that I was like, man, that's pretty good. I had some I thought, that's a little rustic, earthy, grassy, hay-like, I don't know. So I was a little standoffish. Until recently, I stopped by Michelle's Heritage Wine and Liquor in South Carolina, and she had a single barrel rye that we tried. And I thought, man, that is fantastic. Like, I'd like to get one of those. She's like, I don't have another. This is a personal one of mine. They don't put out very many single barrels in a year, and I was lucky enough to get one from a friend, Michelle said. So fast forward, we go to Broad Branch, do a barrel pick. We leave there. We go to Lexington ABC store. I've got that video up on YouTube if you guys haven't seen it. And man, Lexington had a ton. They had these Haystack Needle ryes. They had the bourbon. They had some Broad Branch bourbon, which is kind of like on a hold right now for aging. And they also had a Weller Millennium 12-year and a few other bottles there that I just don't see on the shelf every day. So I toyed with the idea back and forth. Was I going to get this Haystack Needle? And I was like, man, I'm going to grab it. Now, I know they're all single barrels. I know it could be different than Michelle's. But some of the things that we do know is when Redwood Empire first started their single barrel program, they were doing single barrels of MGP juice. And they were able to release older age statements, 15-plus year statements. Well, that was giving them time to age and mature their own whiskey, which is what we're getting now. So this is all California grain sourced from local California family-owned farms that they use over there at Redwood Empire. I've been talking with them quite a bit. We've got a trip planned there of September 27th. That's on a Sunday. Should be there about 11 o'clock. A few of the group members and I are going to go there, do a tour. I'm going to do some video for them. And we're hoping to eventually get a single barrel for Brutally Honest Bourbon. No promises on that right now, but it's something that we're looking into for the future, and I'll keep nurturing this relationship, and hopefully we'll land one of those soon enough. But let's talk a little bit about this bottle, okay? So Redwood Empire Haystack Needle, it's their top offering, only single barrel expression that they put out. It's 2024 is when Redwood Empire grain to glass made 9 years, and they were previously using MGP stuff. This bottle was made to resemble redwood bark using a literal mold. And it also won a platinum over Sir Davis for best design when it comes to the bottle styling. They don't believe in doing any finishes. They utilize 3 to 4 different mash bills, and they purposely want their grain forwardness to shine. So they wait until the whiskey is perfectly balanced between the grain forwardness and the barrel impact. They don't want it too heavy on either side, but if anything, they want it more grain forward than oaky. They're the home to some of the largest rick houses in California. They have over 22,000 barrels. They have a huge column still. They use only 53-gallon barrels, all American oak, and they use a 36-month stave aging process for everything they're doing. This particular bottle is a 90% rye, 5% malted barley, and 5% wheat. It's 8-year, 1 month, so one of the younger expressions that they put out, because they're only 8 to 9 years. It's 118 proof, and it is a char 3. So I'm excited to get into it and just to see if we like this as much as I like that single barrel that we got from Michelle. I'm really wondering if some of the single barrels that I've had previously, I wanted to think that the ones that I tried previously would have been MGP, but it wasn't in this bottle. This particular bottle is an indication to let you know that this is exactly, or this is specifically Redwood Empire's distillate. And if you'll look at the texture on the glass, you'll see how it resembles the bark off of a redwood tree, and they legitimately used a mold from a redwood tree to get that design. I think that's really cool. When people put a lot of thought into the glass and the packaging, I immediately think the juice inside isn't worthy of it. But that's not always the case, right? So I know some really good whiskey and some really sad bottles. And I know some really sad whiskey and some amazing, cool-looking bottles. But I also know some that are delicious whiskeys, and they too have really sexy bottles. Broad Branch is one of them, in my opinion. So this is going to be a fresh crack. I know a lot of people frown on fresh crack reviews, and I only do that for you guys because I want you to know that this is my first time trying this bottle, and that I didn't go in and pre-make my notes up, or I'm not telling you something that I conceived, right? You're getting the brutal, honest, raw truth. And you're also seeing that I struggle because I'm from Alabama in opening a bottle and the plastic wrapper is kicking my butt. I also have a lot of people that pick at me because I'm just a Neanderthal when it comes to opening the labels. A lot of people like for their labels to look clean like this. They're real ADHD like that. Just grab it, tear it, and it's all different ways. But without further ado, let's get into this bad boy. Really nice color. One thing I will say about your bottle, Redwood Empire, is it doesn't make the gurgling sound when I pour it. And that's failure right there. I'm just kidding. But I do like that when you make that fresh pour and you can hear the bottle. This one's just got a spout that's wide open and you could easily overpour, but you won't overpour if you're using bottled wine glasses because that logo tells you exactly where you are. And this, my friend, right at 1 ounce. If I could hold it level on the camera, you could see. But that line right below the bottle to bond, that line in that logo, that is 1 ounce of whiskey, which I consider a heavy pour for a review. But so be it. Let's talk a little bit about it. Even on a fresh crack, it's really, really nice nose. I get a lot of graham cracker crust in there. I get some of that rye mintiness. It's like a lot of darker sugar, like dark brown sugar sweetnesses. There's some bright fruits popping off the glass. I don't know if that's maybe apricot or peach, maybe some apple, and just a hint of milk chocolate in there. That's really nice overall. It's a really nice nose. Get you look at the color there. There's a look at the color and a slosh on the table. I really like that nose. That's really nice for an 8-year whiskey. No ethanol up front. It rolls on the palate really thick, viscous, sweet. You're going to get that nuttiness that I always love. That's most certainly roasted peanuts and some cashews. Tons of nuttiness. The mouthfeel is fantastic. It's really thick. I'm getting more of an apple on the palate, more red apple and nuttiness. I'm not picking up any of that graham cracker crust that I got on the nose, which I'm sad about. I wish I got that on the palate. That is a crushable bottle. There again, all single barrels. This particular one is from barrel 2861. So if you happen to see those, Lexington, ABC, Lexington, North Carolina, had that particular barrel. I don't know if they got to pick it or how that went. Definitely has some hug for 118 proof. Super enjoyable on the palate. Very little rye spice there. I get just a hint of a spice like on the edges and the bottom of my tongue. That's strange. I've never gotten that. Like right along the bottom of my tongue, I'm getting that rye spice. Man, that's really good. It's very complex. Like you're getting that tobacco, the oak, that nuttiness. You're getting those apples that I'm talking about. It finishes into like a caramel type of honey. Absolutely delicious. Well done, Redwood Empire. I can't wait to get by there and check you guys out. And I'm hoping y'all let us taste through some of these single barrels while we're there. That's very exciting. I'm going to tell you what, on the palate, There's no ethanol. There's no like burn on the palate or anything like that. One may say it's really smooth. I hate that terminology, but it is what it is. But the hug on the backside, she's pretty stout for 118 proof on that hug. But nothing on the palate. If I'm gonna like critique it in any way, maybe a touch. I mean, just a touch, a sprinkle of bitterness there. Very delicious. That's really good. I'm very excited I grabbed that bottle, man. I am glad I got it. Redwood Empire, I hope that this does you guys justice. And I look forward to seeing you guys September 27th with the group. Brutally Honest Bourbon. If y'all don't have Redwood Empire Haystack Needle Rye on your shelf, you might want to get out there and find one. They're good. Cheers.